Hi folks, Dave Woodard, the man from the East here. I just put my video out earlier today about being able to tell the future about the Forrest Fenn treasure hunt ending. And within 2 hours of that video, I've got one of the best gifts that anybody has given me in this whole chase community. I have had a lot of help from a couple of people earlier with different really good videos and ideas of how things worked out that I could figure out. But I commend Durfel for this. If you haven't seen his videos, he does the little brown sign videos in Wyoming, I believe, up in Yellowstone. So anyways, he's within 2 hours of this video, I put a challenge out there for people to look up things in the books that would line up with Kent and Esther, because that's the magic in this whole treasure hunt. That is the magic that is at the final resting place where the treasure chest was buried. Okay? I knew that. A lot of people that I am in contact with or was in contact with when I found that said it can't be it. They just didn't feel like I could be the guy who solved it. But afterwards, after the treasure chest was retrieved and nobody knew why or how or anything except for me, I sat around for 2 years, or actually about a year, and I watched what happened. And I absolutely knew, when they announced Wyoming, something was fraudulent coming down the line. So I just sat back for that full year and watched the things that were coming out, watched about Jack. I contacted Forrest, said, Wyoming's not the state, Forrest. I don't know why you're doing that. But now we know, right? Forrest protected his family at the end of this whole thing. Forrest got railroaded, then protected his family. Bottom line, I don't fault Forrest for this. I fault who was at fault, which is Shiloh. Folks, I've called him out multiple times. You know it. You don't like hearing it. But Durfel gave me a gift of information that I just felt like I needed to go right back at it and give to you folks that are out there that want to know the final location. Well, my videos have the final location. I have said right along, the cross that I found in Palisade Sill, Cimarron Canyon, New Mexico, was the final resting place. Well, now I have absolute validation, as far as I'm concerned. This is gold information to validate everything that I've been saying. So Durfel, thank you very much, man. Good job. And the other folks that have given me information, I appreciate that. Behind the scenes, emailing me. But this information I'm going to give you right now, it's already in the comments in the last video. But what I want to say is, right along, Kent and Esther, I didn't know who they were when I solved this thing. I solved it by joining them together, melding the names like Forrest Fenn talks about in My War for Me in the plane when the grave marker comes into his mind again, or years later when the grave marker entered into his life. That's how I solved this, by the Ken Esther being canasta. Canasta, 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 just like Red Fox did with polyester. It was beautiful. But I always said that looking for Lois and Clark is looking for Lois and Clark. That's what it was supposed to be. Now, the actual comment about confidence in a maverick, he brings up Maverick in all three books, okay? And I thought it was from Maverick Campground or Maverick Creek. There'll be no paddle up your creek. That's what that's for. That's what I thought it was for. And it is in the poem. But if you look up as Maverick, the show way back in the 50s, and as Durfel helped me with, I looked up James Garner's wife's name, which James Garner was Maverick. He was the original Maverick. So if you look up his wife's name, it is, I will put the picture right here. It's so fucking awesome. So awesome. This answers everything. That is 100% validation gold that I've said right along. It is not Lois and Clark. It's Lois and Clark. That is your validation to know the confidence. Forrest Fenn was a fucking genius. I'm telling you, folks, Forrest Fenn was a genius, and he got screwed over at the end. Everything was taken away from him by his family, by Shiloh taking the treasure chest a month and a half after I sent Forrest Fenn the final resting place. I did not know that Forrest Fenn was going to tell Shiloh, and Shiloh was going to go dig it up. And he did it behind Forrest Fenn's back, folks. But that Lois Clarke is absolutely beautiful. Forrest Fenn was a genius, and I'm the one that figured this out. That is my solve. That is my rights, my copyrights from their fraudulent bullshit that they pulled. So this whole solve with Kent and Esther, the cross, look into my solve, folks. This is what Forrest Fenn took 15 years to create. 15 years of creation of beautiful connections of superheroes, which is Superman, Clark Kent, and Aunt Esther, the homely girl on the cross. Absolutely. When you look up Maverick, and his wife's name is literally Lois Clarke, that is absolute fucking genius. It's beautiful. This is the connection that Forrest Fenn knew would be the gold fucking absolute. This is it. So, folks, right along, I know I've been a pain in the ass to Shiloh, because I told you, the only person who will know what happened and how Forrest Fenn gets screwed over is the guy that solved it. And that's me. And I've kept an eye on what they've done, and I can call them out on it. So, New Mexico governor, as I've told you, you need me. You need me to go down there to validate the actual solve of Forrest Fenn that incriminates Shiloh, Zoe, Jack, Dan Barbarisi, K-Pro, Kyle Lazar, Cynthia Meacham. They're all dirty. They're all absolutely dirty. And you know what, Rudy? You're jumping in on it. Shy Guy, I don't know why you put that video up with Willy Wonka when I play my little Willy Wonka music. So I kind of feel like you jumped to the dark side, which is a shame, because you're going with the 15 minutes of fame or the money that Chase Inc. is paying you. Well, all you people getting paid by Chase Inc. that don't want to bring my name up. And you know, I watched Stuck in Chaselandia's little asshole video talking about Barbara and other people. Is how he commented about me. They're trying to shut this down. They are either Shiloh's friends or just stupid fucking morons that have other vloggers, and you really are. You're either fucking totally dense, or you're fucking covering for Shiloh by not bringing up my name, by not bringing up the Kent and Esther, which is the actual true solve of Forrest Fenn. And I've already proven that 100 times over. And I will prove it even more with other people that are good people that comment about actual facts. And this is all factual shit, folks. Factual stuff about the final location, the final solve, about Kent, about Esther, about Canasta, how it all beautifully fits together. And in my videos, the many videos I have, there is a lot of information and a lot of different clues and a lot of cool, imaginative stuff by Forrest Fenn. And I've figured out so much more than this family thought I would be able to figure out. But Durfel, you're the man. That is fucking awesome. Maverick's wife's name was Lois Clarke. Lois and Clark. You're looking for Lois and Clark. Be a Maverick. It's fucking beautiful. Forrest, I will bring your name back to justice and righteousness in this Fenn community that seems to think that you were dirty. Forrest Fenn was not dirty. He covered his fucking grandson's ass at the end, folks. That's all. Bottom line. There's my swearing for today. I'm all done with that. But this was a dirty trick by Shiloh at the end of this treasure hunt by stealing it from me, who I should have been able to wait a year when I retired from law enforcement to dig in a state park. I surface dug a little bit and got all the trash out of there for you, Shiloh. But I heard your or your uncle's company has this sonar detecting stuff. You could have just gone there and... Because I have pictures, Shiloh. This is where it is. This is where it is. I have pictures of the ground cover in that area when I left. And I had the cross removed. And there was no damage, no dig marks, no anything. But once you called the retrieval of the treasure chest, giving Forrest the picture, I had my friends go take pictures of the ground. And you can see the dig marks you did there. It is absolutely, I've got all the proof, Shiloh. I've got the email a month before Forrest passed away. Like, he's on his deathbed emailing me, Dave, the treasurer was in Wyoming. It had nothing to do with you. That's such fucking bullshit. You guys took over his emails and deleted them. What's the date of the takeover or all of Forrest Fenn's emails getting deleted? Is it the date you emailed me? Or did Zoe email me? You guys tried to shut me down and I went away for 3/4 of a year. And I watched. Basically a year. And I watched you guys try to create your fraud. So now I call you out, absolutely, as you guys are fucking dirty. I'm not going to swear. I'm sorry. I'm going to get off the swearing. You guys are dirty. Dirty, dirty, dirty fraudsters that I'm calling out, and the rest of the community should be calling you out now. With this new information about Lois Clarke. Right? Looking for Lois and Clark. That's what I've said all along. That's what the Mavericks' wife's name is. It's beautiful. It's all there. Everything's there now, folks. That is solid gold validation of this solve that I created out of Forrest Fenn's brilliancy. All right? So I got fucked over, and the rest of you got fucked over because I left it there in case any of you other searchers had figured it out. You still had a chance to go dig it up with that fake fire pit that was still there next to where the cross was. He said he didn't hint about an actual cross, but if you look at all the clues he gave in the books, the homely girl on the cross and how important that cross was and how he was going to incorporate it, everything in these videos that I just put out. And the quotes video's coming. There's a ton of shit in there too. You folks, I hope you look into it. Because this is the turning point. Before the 2-year anniversary for the steal of the treasure chest by Jack, who's going to go to jail now, because I fucking asked him, Jack, you're done, man. You're done. No matter what happens in court, you're fucking going down with them. I warned you, buddy. You're so fucking dumb as them. And you know the real dumpster? And he is a fucking dumpster. Is Robert McQuaid. He's a piece of shit that has harassed me for a year, multiple times, and you and the people out there see his comments, and he's infiltrated. He's buddy with all of these other vloggers. Folks, this is epic proportion fraud, and there's a lot of channels that are going to get fucking in trouble for feeding this fraud, which is K-Pro and Cowlers. And you notice they never bring up my name. Stuck in Chaselandia. Watch his last video about picking on Barbara. This is really time that it's said. He's saying there's no doubt it was in Wyoming. All the Wyoming people, and then he just talks about Barbara, just so that he doesn't bring my name up. Folks, this is epic proportion fraud that's a cover-up. Stuck in Chaselandia is connected with Shiloh, or they're getting paid to shut down any thoughts that it was in New Mexico. But folks, I'm telling you right now, this actual solve was in Palisades Hill, New Mexico at Cimarron Canyon. All the clues are in the books to lead you there. The two people who are hiding Forrest Fenn's secret is Kent and Esther. Everything is there. And it's all validated by me. I own it. I own this fucking solve. It's copyrighted in my videos. However it's going to work. But I am looking for 10 million to start for all that you've taken away from me. I still had 3 months. I could have been talking to Forrest Fenn about all of these clues that he created, but you fucking flushed it down the toilet. You took your grandfather's legacy and flushed it down the fucking toilet for a treasure chest that is a tenth of the money that you have. Really? The fucking honesty and honor of the disgusting thing that you did. And it's going to be out there now. It has to be, because I'm telling you right now, I've always had faith in people, but after this comes out with Lois Clarke, Maverick's wife, that's her name, I didn't pick up on it. And that is great, Durfel. Thank you. That's what I need. Real people out there that are going to step forward. Because I've had people say, Dave, I can't believe that guy says something like that to you. I'm like, you don't comment back. These guys harass you. I understand that. But there comes a point when you have to either step up, like I have done, and come forward and put the shit out there. And I didn't mean to be mean to other channels. I know you have your heartfelt solves, but it's not it. It's not right. Forrest Fenn said there's one guy who solved it from back east. That's me, folks. He knew my information, and our last contact, you know what our last contact was? I'll give it to you. 2018, when Forrest Fenn said, over the airwaves with Toby or whoever, my thoughts on finding the treasure, somebody finding the treasure chest, are wavering. That's what he sent me. Right after I sent him the letter that I was kind of frustrated. I was done from my not a very good vacation. And also the fires in Cimarron. And Forrest Fenn said that at the beginning of summer. He didn't even wait until fall to say, hey, my thoughts on somebody finding it are wavering. No, he already knew that I was done that year. But when I found that cross the next year, that's when he told Shiloh. That's when he told Sasha, who won't come forward because she's either paid off or she's gagged. So I saw Sasha, I saw you say in that video, 100%, and I have other people who saw it, that you said someone was really, really, really close to the treasure chest. So Forrest Fenn told you that somebody found the resting place, and he did not know if the treasure chest had been dug up. So that was on me. But I would have been okay if Shiloh was fucking smart enough. He would have came up and said, hey, Jack, we got to say it was at Palisades Hill where Forrest hit it. You would have probably got away with it. But you fucking lied about Wyoming. I told you it's Wyoming, folks. And you made Forrest Fenn lie on a document for you. This is all so convoluted. It's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. And I'm ashamed for you. You don't want to be. You want to keep sending your hound dogs like Robert McQuaid and Critical Mass after me. Didn't Critical Mass have some kind of channel? Never watched it. Don't even care about it. But didn't Critical Mass have some kind of YouTube channel that he was supposed to be giving out information? Folks, this is such epic proportions of fraud that has been uncovered now. So if you can't see it, watch some of my videos and you'll see the information and the beautiful things that Forrest Fenn created here. And it's a shame. It is totally an absolute shame that it had to come to this. But it's out, folks. Forrest Fenn's true solve was at Palisades Hill, New Mexico, in Cimarron Canyon, and all of the clues are there to prove it in the books. So the Palisades that he had, it was so ingenious. And Shiloh, you're a piece of shit, man. You're a piece of... Hey, Carl, I'll be looking for your email to take me to court now, okay? I'm gladly. Now, are you finally ready to take me to court for slander that I'm not slandering? That's what I've told people for a year. I've called you out. I've called Shiloh a fraud. I've called him a stealer of the treasure chest. But you guys all shut me down and shut me up. Well, it's all done, Carl. You're a little Carl Sommer lawyer covering fraud. Let's see what your next step is now, right? Because I've asked you to discuss it, but you can win. You can win the fraud. These pictures, this is beautiful. FBI, please contact me. I will gladly hold hands with you and go in that court for all of the fraudulent. documents and pictures that these guys have given you over the past 2 years. It's all fraud. And Forrest Fenn didn't know about it until after Forrest said, I'm giving credit to the guy back east. And Shiloh's like, oh, fuck. I got to have Jack come forward. I got to tell Forrest what happened. That's why Forrest Fenn thought you were disgusting, Jack. He thought you were absolutely disgusting for stepping up going, yeah, I'll take the fraud. I'll take the fraud. How much do I get? Oh, I get the treasure chest? Yeah, sure, I'll do that. I failed it at my media company or whatever the fuck it was you do. You guys are going down in history. You're going down for fraud. It's going to happen. And I've only touched the surface of 15 years of Forrest Fenn's beautiful creation. I have, folks. I've only touched the surface. And that's why I put that challenge out. Look for things in the books about Clark Kent and Aunt Esther. Any hints? Lois Lane, Bubba, all of these things that pull in that Forrest Fenn created. Beautiful. Absolutely 15 years of beauty flushed down the toilet. So anybody that has any good comments, go ahead and make them. If you got some shit comments, I'm not even going to respond. I don't even care about the bullshit. People who are just trying to cover the fraud. That's all you're doing. And you saw in my last video, I had so many clues in that video as I explained that I could tell the future. And the future came quick. Oh, there's more. And I'm sure there's so many smart people out there that are going to look into this. And you're going to find more superheroes in the books. It's going to be great. You're going to love it. It gets so exciting when you look at one of Forrest Fenn's books and you go, well, that's just a tennis racket that says Golden Arrow. Well, oh, Golden Arrow is a superhero. Holy shit. No wonder why. All the superhero, Milkman Man, everyone. I've already mentioned it hundreds of times. I don't need to go over it again. It is in my videos, folks. The actual true final resting place of Forrest Fenn's treasure hunt was Kent and Esther. Bottom line, there's no more disputing it. And McCracken, I don't know what you're looking for a solve in Wyoming. I'm telling you, buddy, the only way you're going to get anything out of court is to get the metadata on the pictures. Okay? Because I can't help you anymore. I was going to go to court and tell the judge what all of this is. And you know what? I hope somebody sends this information to the actual courthouse, to the judge, and he reinstates me to come down there. I've been busy with other things, so I haven't finished all of my court documents. But you folks have seen a lot of the court documents that go, that's really cool. That is really cool. Ben Underwood, the Underwood typewriter, the clicking. He was a sonar. He lost his sight and did the sonar. It's so beautiful. Forrest, I'm telling you, man, I know that you gave clues at the end to let me know that I was a guy from the East. And with the pictures that I sent you in the lush vegetation of the Rocky Mountains under a canopy of stars, which is that little graveyard with a saying that tells you how to go in there at night and dig it up. That's what you folks can't accept either, I guess. Some people, they're like, no way, Forrest wouldn't do that. You're not supposed to get caught. So he gave you, if you were smart enough, and I'm not saying nobody's not smart. Not at all. It had to be perfectly accurate on every single thing. And I did it. I did it, folks. The going in at night is that story about surviving myself with just the canopy of the stars and the one little cross underneath. That's the graveyard he climbed down to, or from how you're supposed to associate it from the fire pit to go directly north, as he says in his story, down to the cemetery. That's to look quickly down. And Terry Scant is across the parking lot. Marvel Gaze is Palisade Cell. Just take the chest and go in peace. That's why all of you folks still had a chance to find it with the fire pit still being down there. Now, just so you folks know, this is going to be known as the real solve. Okay? There's no disputing it. I told them the actual solve would take them down. I'm the guy. I'm the guy that the news is going to contact very soon now. I'm the guy that can answer any of the timeline questions about when the actual pictures were taken and how it all fell into place. But what I want to tell you, they told me they destroyed the blaze. They told me they destroyed the fire pit that was down below. Now, that's destruction of state property. Correct? In a state park? That's destruction. And they've admitted it. So I have their emails copied. So if those fire pits are destroyed, Shiloh and Jack, they're using your name. You're going to go down for fucking destroying. You're going to get arrested already just for destroying the fire pits that Forrest Fenn used in this whole treasure hunt. It's a sad day. It's a sad day that Forrest Fenn's legacy was crushed. But now, you know what? It's built back up. Forrest Fenn was honorable. Forrest Fenn tried to let the guy know from back east, hey, fucking right on, man. I understand that you solved it and you want to remain anonymous. But that wasn't me that sent in the picture. That was Shiloh who sent in the picture anonymously. So Forrest Fenn thought it was me. Finally coming forward, the guy that he was waiting for the email. It's all, if you look at all of the clues in the timeline, folks, this is how it worked out. And I've tried to tell you by little pieces, but it's hard to get it all together. So this 5-minute video is not 5 minutes. So I'm going to stop here. I don't even know if I'm going to edit, but I'm going to get this video tonight. And folks, start backing somebody. Like I've said, right? Why not back the guy who really fucking solved this whole treasure hunt and got screwed over? I got fucked over, folks, and then I got squashed on. It's just not fair. It's not right. It's dirty, and it's fraudulent, and it's all bullshit that they made Forrest Fenn do those things at the end of his life when his excitement for 15 years building this for everybody. How fucking... it blows my fucking mind. I'm law enforcement. I believe in doing the right thing. I've always had Superman memorabilia because I'm like, I want fairness to everybody. And that's why if somebody came forward and said, hey, I solved it, this is the clues, I found the little ring of rocks that solved everything, I would have accepted that. I could have walked away going, boy, I should have fucking dug that up. But when it gets stolen, that's wrong. So, folks, I'm going to end it here. Thank you very much. This is going to be a great Memorial Day weekend. I hope everybody's safe and happy and visits the people that they loved. So, I am taking a little bit of a break, and I'm going to see what happens. This is huge. This is absolute validation for the Forrest Fenn treasure hunt ending. Guaranteed. The Maverick, Lois Clarke. It's beautiful. Thank you, Forrest. And everybody else that watches and gives me a thumbs up, thank you. I know that this channel has been kind of hacked by Shiloh and his minions. And they've said it. I've gotten the emails. They control some of the content somehow. Remarks, I have them comment, and then their remarks are gone within 10 minutes. And hundreds of shitty remarks from Robert McQuaid, Kim G, and all the other assholes. And you are really assholes. If you're covering this, you're dirty. You're a dirty, dirty bastard. Robert McQuaid, I hope you call me out on my title for my house and my truck now. Call me out. Take me to court. Whatever you keep saying all of this shit, man. You're a useless piece of crap human being. And I hope your name goes all across your whole company and they boot your dumb ass out. Because all of you people who have tried this fraud that I've tried to tell you it's not going to work, you're dumb. Watch some Fred Sanford videos about how much of a dummy you are. We'll put it that way nice. All right. Folks, thank you. Again, I'm out of here now. Take care. I am Dave Woodard, the man from the East, the true solver of Forrest Fenn's treasure hunt. Thank you very much. Take care now.